Hi guys, how are you? I hope you are doing well. So today I'm going to show you how to create a MySQL database and create a database connection with PHP. So let's move to the work. So you need to install XAMPP server. So if you don't know how to do it, so I have created a video for that. So I'll put it in the link in the description. So after installing it, just search XAMPP from the here and just start Apache and MySQL servers. Okay, now started. And go to your browser and search localhost slash php admin. Okay, this is the PHP MyAdmin interface. In here you can see the databases. So if you want to create a database, you can click this databases tab and you can put a name here. So for now I type, let's say, um, student, and I'm going to click this create button. Okay, now I have created my students database, so which you can see here. And if you want to create a table, you can use this form or you can use this SQL script. So if you want to use SQL script to create a table, so you can type code here and click go. If you don't want to use scripts, so just type a table name for that. So I'm going to type student std table, and I need student ID. So therefore I need a one column, and student name, that I need two columns. Then I add student age. So I have three columns in this table. Now click create button. Okay, now you have create your columns in here. So just type student ID and I put it into int variable, and you can add the length here. I put 10, and I need to this variable to auto increment, I need to set it as a primary key. So I just click this auto increment tick, and you can see this index change into primary. So now this student ID is a primary key of this table. And here I add student name, which is Vacha, and I add the length as 50. Yeah. And I add the student age and I put it in as integer, and I set as 2. Okay, now you can click save button here. Okay, now you have created your table. Okay, now we need to create a small PHP project for make that database connection. So in here, inside this lesson 3 folder, I have created index.php file, and in here I'm going to create another new folder, and I called it as a database. So inside this database folder, I'm going to create another PHP file for database connection. So this is what I did here, was just okay. Now I need to create a small PHP project for create the database connection. So in this lesson 3 folder, I have create index.php file. If I open it, you can see this is HTML code you can see here. And I'm going to create another folder called database. Let's create another folder. Right. Inside this database folder, I'm going to create another PHP file for create database connection. So I'm going to Visual Studio Code and create a new file and I'm going to save it. And I select this database folder and I'm going to type the database.php, not PHP. Okay, so in this database PHP, we need some variables to create database connection. So for that, I'm going to use PHP tags. And I need some variables. The first variable is I call it as a database server name. I type it DB server name, which is localhost. Okay, so second variable, we need database username. I type it DB username. Here we can use it root and the password. So if we use password to log into MySQL server, you need to add this password. For in my case, I don't have a password, so I put it as an empty field. The last variable is our DB name. So our DB name is students. Okay. Now we type all variables we need. So now I'm going to create database connection. So for that, I type another variable called con for a connection, and we need this name, my MySQL underscore, sorry, MySQL IE underscore connect. So we need to pass this variable in here as a parameter. So first we need database server name, and name, password, and finally database name. Okay, how high we have created our database connection. So after creating this database connection, we need to include in this PHP file. So for that, we need PHP script, and we need that database file in here. For that, we need to include ones and single quotes and semicolon. So where our database file located? So in here we have database folder first. So I type database slash, then we have our database.php file, database.php. Okay, after save this file, we are completed. So now we have created our database connection. So after that, we can insert data to that table, and we can fetch data, update data. So we can do whatever we want. So I'm going to end this video for now. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to show data from the MySQL database. Yeah. I hope you like this video. So if you like, please subscribe my YouTube channel, and if you get something from this video, so let your friends know so they can learn these things, so you can use these things in your school project, campus projects. Yeah. Okay, thank you guys. See you in the next video.